Well. Hello, everybody. My name is Thomas. It is 10:50 p.m., and I'm here doing something dumb because I can. Let's see. Now, let's see. Let's give some context to why I'm here today. E. So let's see here. The idea here is you might be watching this video, you might not know what I'm talking about, but I happen to, be a very long standing member of the standoffs Discord server, the second the second most popular JoJo RP roleplay. God, saying RP out loud, like, it makes sense in your head, it makes sense in text, but saying it like out loud kind of makes me go oof. A roleplay server on Discord. Within the span of like not even a year. So we're kind of epic. We're the best of all time. You can't challenge us. We're gonna take number one eventually, but that's besides the point. On the standoff server, where there's a bit of a point of contention, a little argument. A specific stand. We make our own stands because we're epic and not gamers. If we were losers, we'd use canon stands, something that's cringe. Because it's way cooler to make your own stands, which is why I make my own stands, and my stands are cool. They're not cringe, I guess. I mean, some of my older ones were kind of bad, but that's why I remade them. I made them better and less bad. That's also off topic. We're getting off topic. Specific stand. The standoff server seems to be split on a particular stand that actually has two versions of itself, an older version and a newer version. The older version is the one we're talking about. Because the server, we're not sure what tier the stand belongs in. Most people, I guess, they're like, it should go in B tier. Some people say it should go in low A tier. I'm on low A tier squad, but I'm here to be objective. That's the attempt today. Put me in an argument, and I'm bad. I'm bad at arguments, dude. I'm good at this, though. I'm kind of good at this. It's kind of like the thing that I've wanted to do. And I can be way more objective outside of an argument. Don't mind me drinking water. Water noises. I drink gamer fuel, the natural gamer fuel. It's called water. It's good. I'm bad. This is already going very poorly. So let's see. It's called, the stand's name is Charon. I think it's Charon. That would make sense. But it's it's the name of a Greek god or something. I don't know. So it could literally be anything. It's made by one of the moderators, Scrungo Beppis, otherwise known as the mod I respect the least. I still respect him, though. This is a joke. However, it's not a joke when I say I respect him the least. I have great respect for all the mods. Scrungo is just slightly below, very slightly. I'm just being an asshole. I'm always being an asshole. So just keep that in mind. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. It's gonna be 11. This just happens to be the perfect time. Oh God, I can't speak. Usually I'm good at speaking, but it's hard when you're recording. So yeah, it's gonna be 11. But my parents are going to bed, so that's epic. Let's see. So the first thing we do before we get into my analysis of the stand, and specifically today, how powerful it is against canon JoJo stands. Because that's how we rank them, is how good would it do against, like canon stands of the, similar power. So let's see. We have Charon. ow, my eyes. Type Greek. That doesn't make sense anymore because we didn't really go into that. So it's stats. A in power, B in speed. I thought he said it had a C in speed. That's kind of an E moment. If it is B, then that actually changes a lot. He said it had C. I'm going to make a call out post on discord.com about this shit. Durability S. That makes sense in context. It's still really strong. Also, S isn't a stat. Range B. A B in range is actually kind of... Ooh, that's actually kind of really good. Because it can move it. This motherfucker said it had like a meter of range. This motherfucker. Ooh, that's an E. Precision A, that's also really good. Potential A does not make sense because the stand is at its full potential. So, Charon itself is a humanoid shape made of a lime green figure. This also isn't. Now, this is kind of an asshole nitpick. This is missing some letters. You're missing an A. It lacks physical form, requiring a human vessel to interact with the physical realm. All right. Its lore. Greek stands were weird. Kind of a season 1 thing of clans. If you have no context, then you're gonna have to roll with this, dude. So ability. Charon is the ferryman of the dead. That isn't as accurate anymore up to current times, but we're not here to discuss that. We're here to discuss its power. It uses the souls of the dead to power his ability. So it doesn't have the user on this document, but the user is Victor. I do not remember his name or his last name, but his name is Victor. He's basically a skeleton, and he's been around since the Stone Age, and he's kind of smart, and he's been collecting souls by killing people for a very, very long time. So he basically has infinite souls. You can ignore this part that it uses the souls to power the abilities because he has limitless souls, which I think is the lamest part of the stand. You could do a lot with a stand with limited soul power. Then again, that's not the intent of Victor in his character, and his stand isn't like to be a character that develops as much. It develops in its own way. Victor's interesting. I like Victor as a character. Victor's an interesting character, except for when he kills me twice. That's kind of cringe, bro. And every season of Clans, I'm gonna get killed by Scrungo. That's the law. At least if Scrungo has to kill me, no one else can kill me. Therefore, I win. I win every battle except for Scrungo until I break this curse. This is off topic though. So I'm gonna say this like not as it's written, because here's how it actually works. Using the souls of the dead, he can create massive blasts of flame, electricity, force. Ooh. I'm pretty sure that's light and more. Christ, and more. He didn't mention that. He said that he can only do these things. So basically, he can use soul energy, transform it into, fire, electricity, kinetic energy, light, and more. I'm going off of what the document says and not what Scrungo has said. Although take that into account. More means he can do more. Actually, no, that'd be kind of assholey of me. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I can't give him the benefit of the doubts for the stats, because those are blatantly just, off of what he said. I'll ignore the and more part. I think he also said that he couldn't do, illusions. That might be wrong, though. This is a very old document. Very old. Scrungo. I'm kind of... If this is your first impression of Scrungo, it's kind of bad. It's kind of embarrassing, dude. I'm embarrassing Scrungo live on YouTube or something. I don't know. So. we're gonna ignore the and more part for simplicity's sake, because if he can make like radiation and shit, Scrungo said he couldn't make radiation and stuff, only that stuff. So I'm gonna go with what he said, only for this though, not the stats, because this is just to make my life simple and to be fair-ish. Charon can also create solid constructs from the souls, which he has limitless amounts of, such as chains and swords. And so not just chains and swords, but stuff like that. He can also read another person's memories through their soul by touching them. He has to touch them. Charon's most fearful ability is his ability to resurrect the dead as mindless slaves, including his... Okay, so this doc is also missing an ability. Basically, it's supposed to be like a strongest ability. He can touch someone, and he can not only read their soul, but he can also disable their stand while he's touching them, and basically consume their soul, killing them, basically, and adding them to his soul collective. This is basically a one-hit kill in a 1v1 scenario, which is what this is going to be against all these stands. You'll see. Which means if he touches someone with Charon, which is with being speed, as the document says, I might give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll see about the stats. I think I'll say because the stats kind of make the stats. They're supposed to be weak. I think I'm thinking of the nerfed version, but so he can basically, so it's like a one-hit kill, but this doesn't matter much unless it's in a non-1v1 scenario. He's defenseless while doing this, and cannot move, can't attack, can't do anything. And also, more about Victor, the user, who isn't on this doc, which is kind of bothersome for me, because now I have to explain everything in detail, is Victor is undead, pretty much. I believe that's how that works. Victor is just a skull. That skull is his weak point. It's the only point of him that's actually hittable. You hit the skull, you pretty much win. While he is one-hit killable, he can also one-hit kill his enemy. You have to hit him with a good, powerful attack, at least a decent one, and you cannot touch his stand. You can't touch his skull. If you touch his skull and you don't kill him, and if your stand is your soul, so if he touches your stand, you're also screwed. And if you, if he, it's just kind of, it's like how is this supposed to be C tier? This alone, and I'm gonna say, let's see here. So yeah, he can eat souls. Here, we're gonna do the thing. I felt like this would be the simplest way of doing this. We're gonna do tier list style. Oop! I hope this. Oh please! Oh no! Oh! Okay, I see. How do I go back? Press back. Please don't lose all my progress, or I'll have to retype everything. That would suck. Christ. Presentation mode. There it is. Oh Christ. There we go. Okay. Thank goodness. We didn't lose. I'll explain everything in a bit. Ah, Christ. So we're gonna rank all the stands and how they do against Charon in my observation, and in an attempt to be objective. We're gonna try our best. We're gonna try our best. I'm gonna skip, like Jur, Golden Experience Requiem. We're gonna skip all those. When the World Over Heaven isn't on this tier list, so I haven't seen it. We will see. Oh God. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself. Let's see. We're also gonna skip stands that I don't know. Just saying. So I'm only caught up to part 5, but I know a lot of things that happen in part 6. Most of the stands should be here, right? I know what happens in part 6, but I haven't read it. I'm gonna read it at some point. hopefully. I know a little bit about part 7. I don't know anything about part 8. So this is going to be hard. Let's not do this in order. Golden Experience Requiem. Oh, wait, let's explain the tiers first. That would make more sense. We'll skip Golden Experience Requiem. Actually, I might make a tier just up here and call it... Christ. Bruh tier. For things that just win. For overpowered stands, we'll put them here. Just that way they're not down here and cluttering. We're going to explain top to bottom. Bruh tier, we've already explained. Overpowered stands just kind of win everything. Swamps. This is a bit of a pun. If a stand swamps Charon, that means they just win. They win pretty much. They can't lose. They just destroy Charon in any reasonable fashion. Very few stands will be in this tier, I think. Like a few at most. Very likely to win. This means stand in question, it's very likely to defeat Charon. There are circumstances where it loses, of course, but they have a very, very good chance. They have the advantage. More likely than not wins. They have an advantage of some sort. Something, that makes them able to take on Charon. They can win this fight. 50-50 in the middle. It could go either way. Oh god, I'm choking, dude. We then have more likely than not loses. This is like they have a disadvantage here. They might win. They have a possibility of winning. It's very unlikely. Very likely to lose means they just kind of they don't have a good chance at all. Water. I love water. Reverse swamp. This is where Charon and Victor, they just kind of win, and you can't do much about that. And then we have no tier for things that just lose. For example, Shizuka. No, it's a child, dude. It's invisible child. And its one ability doesn't mean anything because Victor can see souls and shit. The hardest part is that there's a lot of shit that isn't on the dock or on this old dock, so it's gonna be hard. Anubis loses very badly. It's a sword. And from personal experiences, I'll tell you, sword does not beat Charon, especially, because the one-hit kill. You can't learn anything if you die in one hit. Swords, he just kind of counters swords. It's unfortunate for me and anyone else. Beach Boy. There you are. Beach Boy. Unless Beach Boy gets the skull first hit and just, and manages to dodge the B in speed, B and I think A in precision it had, and it manages to somehow get the skull, maybe smash it, is very, very likely to lose. I don't see it winning. But there's some situations where it can win. Bassett. I think this is a swamp because this Victor would be able to know it was a stand, right? Because he can see the souls. That would probably mean that Bassett kind of just loses. Because if Charon touches it, you're supposed to touch it to trigger the ability. But if Victor touches it, then Charon can touch it because it's a wall plug. So personally, I don't see Bassett winning at all in any scenario. Let's see. Oh god, what Darby is that? I forget. Let's skip that for now. We have Hart and Kira's father. The picture. Ooh, actually, let's see here. This thing can lock. Let's assume that the camera is the stand activation, and that the picture is also part of the stand, and that the old man is a ghost basically. It's heart. So Victor locks him in, and if he can lock Victor in inside the the picture, and it cannot, and Victor cannot touch the camera, or this doesn't get a hold of him, they're kind of at a stalemate. Victor's trapped. I consider that a win state if Victor's trapped like that in a situation like that. I'll give it a 50-50 because I think that's fair, because it's like a stalemate. Echoes Act 3 actually might not be terrible. Actually, no, that would require him to hit. You could still use the sound applications of echoes as very, very useful tools to help beat Charon. Very useful, actually, because it's ranged. It's a ranged ability. If Koichi does not get touched, he has a chance. Not a big one, but definitely. I feel like this is just like my personal opinion. I feel like he has a chance. Not a big one. Bad company. Let's see. Ooh, it is. It is a colony stand, and that gives it an advantage because it can't be one hit killed. It's a big colony stand of tiny toy soldiers. They shoot bullets, missiles, rockets, whatever. If they hit the skull with a missile, if they hit Victor's skull with a missile, they can win. And if Mikitaka does not get touched, if Mikitaka has an advantageous situation, I can imagine him taking the W. God. Oh, this is mentally exhausting to do. I'm not used to this. I need to get good. This is basically practice. Enjoy water drinking simulator. ASMR. I say swamps. I say swamps on that one. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what stand this is, honestly. Oh wait, that's the part 7 guy. I don't know that guy. Aqua Necklace. Aqua Necklace loses. Aqua Necklace just loses. Oh, is that? Oh, what stand is that? I don't know. I don't know the part 7 stand. What is this? This is a sword. This looks like the Master Sword. I don't know what I'm looking at. This is kind of hard. Ooh, let's see. Well, it's Harvest. Harvest is a colony stand. Harvest is strong. Harvest, being a colony stand, has the advantage that, Bad Company has. So, how do I feel about this? Probably not swamps. If Victor touches enough of these, he just wins. He only has to touch so many of them before he has enough of, Shigetsu's soul to neutralize him. I say, personally, he has a chance. He has a chance. Does he have more of a chance than Echoes? Does he? Oh, yeah. Since we're taking in mind that Charon's, we're using his user, Victor, I'll take user into account here. Shigetsu is kind of smart, but he's also an ass. He's a child. I say he has less of a chance than Echoes. Koichi is a bigger child. He's more mature. Death 13. Actually, I'm not sure. If Victor doesn't sleep, I don't know if he does. He's a skull. He might rest. But if he doesn't sleep, we can't be sure. We can't be sure. I'm going to assume he doesn't. Actually, what if we assume he does sleep? Oh, this is confusing. I might just have to. Let's see. You know what? Let's make one of these. Oh, no. Oh god, what color was that? This. I don't know. So let's see. We'll make just confusion. We don't know. We really don't. We don't know much. It's like bruh. It's like bruh tier, but on the other end of the spectrum. So let's see. Aerosmith. Aerosmith kind of swamps. Aerosmith just kind of wins. Even more so than Bad Company, I think. It's got missiles for very powerful attacks. You know, it's accurate. It can. Victor doesn't. Victor might not have a heat signature of his own, but I imagine using his abilities would create some big ones. You know, some singular heat signatures. So his recon ability will also be useful. I think he just kind of wins. He just wins. Very easily defeated. With, you know, oh god, what's this? This looks like a stand from a newsstand. Let's see. Oh god, I was looking at a stand. Whole horse. Whole horse. And his stand, the Emperor. I'm willing to say that that's a 50. No, wait. The bullets are the stand. Charon has a precision in A in precision on this document. And we're going off of this Charon because supposedly it's pre-nerf Charon. So, this is a 50-50. Yeah, for sure, 50-50. It's bullets, yes, but they're also stand bullets. Charon touches a stand bullet. What kind of advantage would that give him, actually? Well, he would be... Well, let's assume that a bullet is a very minuscule amount of whole horse's soul. Even so, he could stop the bullet. He can control kinetic force or whatever the doc says, or whatever it's supposed to mean. He could stop the bullet. He has a B in range as well. He has a B in range. Now, whether or not that's a B in range referring to the stand or the ability, that's still a good range. That's not a meter, like you said before. So he has timing. You know, bullets can be redirected, but this is a 50-50. This is a real 50-50 in my opinion. It's actually a really close fight if you think about it. If you think about it, this is a close fight. The more I think about it, the more complicated it gets. I'm willing to put him in 50-50. Let's see. I don't remember your name, but I remember your ability. You do things, you reconstruct things. I actually don't. Yeah, let's move. Earth, Wind, and Fire, I believe this one is. Let's see. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Where... I'm just willing to put this one in no. He doesn't win. He can't do anything. He's hardly a danger. Oh, this is the captain's stand, am I right? This one doesn't exactly win either, I don't think. I don't know if Victor needs to breathe. However, I don't know if he has any problems underwater. I'm going to assume he doesn't. I'm going to assume that, yeah, it's right about, it's about Aqua Necklace. He has to touch, he has to punch, he has to... What the hell? There's a piano. This is out of order and it's cursed. Oh, is this Oingo Boingo? I think this is Oingo Boingo. No, wait, that looks like Okuyasu in the background. But this is Oingo Boingo. If it's... Oh, this is a terrible Black Sabbath. This It depends. This really depends on things that we don't know. The lighter, let's see, the lighter. It isn't as confusing as Death 13, but the lighter might be a part of the stand, or it's the trigger. If it is just the trigger, Victor might not be able to know that. However, he has no reason. Well, all right. So let's put this in a make-believe scenario. Victor is handed the lighter. No. No matter what scenario, it loses. No matter what scenario, the light goes out. Black Sabbath attempts to attack. Unless Black Sabbath does its job really quickly, which we know it doesn't. It really doesn't do its job quickly. It goes along. You are not worthy. Cringe, baby. You are worthy, or you die. Cringe. You unlit the lighter. Stupid baby idiot. So yeah, it gets touched, of course. Ooh, actually, now that I think about it, Victor, well, let's see. He has a B? No, an A in power. So that makes him more powerful than Golden Experience. Theoretically, he could hold the arrow in one hand, preventing him from being... He can control kinetic force. What am I talking about? He isn't going to have any trouble holding back an arrow being stabbed at him. He holds it, touches Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath loses. Oh, you're Babyface, right? You're Babyface. That's your name. I think very likely to lose. Kinda. Ooh, actually. No. This is just no. Ooh, no. This is... I'm gonna have to make a whole new tier for this. Wait. No, yeah, I'm making a whole new tier for this. This is mega no. This requires DNA of Victor. That would mean you'd have to get a bone out of a skeleton. How do you do that? It's not something that can do. You can't even use the stand against Victor. It doesn't happen. Oh, no. No, that just doesn't work. This is just no. Oh, this is terrible. This is useless tier. This is god awful. You can't use this stand at all. You lose automatically by default. I think this one loses as well, because it's like a tumor, if I remember correctly, and Victor has no flesh. He has no bone. Even if it was somehow able to latch onto a bone, let's say, Victor could just touch it with Charon. He wins. I'm gonna put this one in useless tier, because it might be useless. If it isn't useless, it's pretty much just mega swamp. It's literally as close to Charon as it physically could be by being attached. What stand is this? What is this? This is whack. Is this Ball Breaker? I don't know anything about Ball Breaker. No, it looks like it's hard to tell. I don't know what I'm looking at. What is this? I still don't know what's going on. I should have looked through this. Ooh, which one are you? Oh God, why am I doing so bad with names? Ugh. Which one are you? Either way, I think it... Oh, actually, this might depend. Is the water that his stand ability allows him to control, or is the water his stand? We don't know. Depending on that answer, the answer to this question, that changes how this goes. It's either a reverse swamp or a swamp, because, oh God, what's it called? Don't mind me. Oh my God. He didn't even tell me his damn Geb. It's called Geb. I'm bad with remembering names, especially under pressure. So Geb, depending on whether it is water being controlled or the stand is water, changes a lot of things. It goes from either being so let's just move this one down the no. Now that I think about it. Alright, let's see. It's either a swamp or a reverse swamp. And it depends on that question that we cannot answer. Therefore, it's going to go in what tier. D4C. Now, I know what D4C does. D4C requires it, it needs to touch the target. It creates an alternate timeline clone of the target. If that alternate timeline clone touches the original target that was touched, they explode like Killer Queen and they die. This is a... Ooh, I'm going to go with Reverse Swamp. While it does have to touch Victor to, activate its ability, are we considering Love... Is Love Train on this? Because if we have Love Train kind of wins. I don't see Love Train. So, if it has Love Train, then it can do stuff with luck. It can manipulate luck to its favor, which is kind of a really good ability, if we're being honest. I don't see Love Train, and I feel like if they were going to include Love Train, it would be there. So, this is just regular D4C. There's no Love Train here. D4C needs to touch the target, but it can touch objects as well, and just it can try to explode Victor. It could throw an object, and it could throw another object and try to explode the head. That would require, then it's very, very, very unlikely. No. I just thought of something. This one. Oh Christ. I had the name in my head, but now I as soon as I picked it up, I forgot, so I'm going to put it back. All right. J. Guile. Hanged Man. Oh, is this Green Day? Is it Green Day? That's Green Day. All right. Let's see. I don't know. It can't really stab anyone. This stand is hardly even good by itself against most stands. It kind of needs Whole Horse or someone else to help it. I say this is oh Christ. I say this is just a no, because it requires him to stab Victor. Granted, he could... No, he doesn't have a spine. So he'd have to stab him in the head. Which, theoretically, he could do, but I don't see that happening exactly. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him more likely than not loses, because I feel like that's fair. He could beat Victor, but I don't see it happening. Let's see. Let's try to find a stand that Victor can beat, or can beat Victor. Is what I'm looking for. Let's go find the top contenders here. The World. Pretty much. I have a whole tier that's just dedicated to the World at this point. Oh Christ, where did it go? The World. You belong in Swamp of the highest variety as well. So let's see. The World. Victor exists. The World stops time. The World is kind of very, very, nasty. The World just deletes. The World doesn't lose. The World takes this W guaranteed. Because stop time, break his skull, crush it like a walnut. I'd like to see that, actually. Tusk shoots projectiles. I don't know all that much about Tusks, besides that it's really good and that it shoots projectiles. Therefore, I don't really know what the infinite spin does. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt here and say that it wins. It's projectile based. It has a very powerful ability. Oh god, I don't remember what I believe I knew what the spin did at some point. You know, the golden super spin, Tusk Act 4, Requiem, whatever. I believe I remember what it did at some point. Don't remember now. All I know is that it theoretically works. What the hell is this? Cards. I'm losing my mind. I've been doing this for ages. Already? Christ, it's going to take me ages. Let me speed up. Golden experience. Golden experience isn't fast like Star Platinum. I don't see it winning at all. Well, no, wait. That's bad to say. That's bad to say. I say very likely to win because golden experience can do a lot of trickery. And if it gets a good punch, if it manages to catch Victor off guard in any way, which it can easily do because golden experience is kind of nutty and is very tricky, like I said, very good chance of winning. So I'll put it in very likely to win. That feels accurate. The sun. I see you. Well, the sun is a sun. It can't really easily be touched. But it's a sun. Victor just has to figure out the rock trick, and Victor could easily figure out the rock trick. Victor's genius tier. The funniest shit I've ever seen. 2 rocks in the desert. 2 identical fucking rocks. Let's put, because basically the only scenario where the sun works is its fight in part 3. It kind of just like let's not organize the tiers. That makes my life difficult. The sun doesn't win. The sun is bad. it's all good if it gets like stupid. Hierophant Green. Hierophant Green wins. Undeniably, just deletes. In fact, it's not stronger than the world, so I can't put it in. Wait. No, the world belongs in Brad's here, obviously. I'm stupid. This one goes in swamps all the way up there. It's nasty. Hierophant Green is really good. Now, where's Magician's Red? There you are. Actually, no, Magician's Red's hard. Oh, there's Love Train. Love Train, I'm willing to put much higher than D4C because of the luck manipulation that it does. Don't know the exact details. I just know that it does. I say very likely to win, although take that with a grain of salt. If I say I don't know much about a stand in particular, you can take its placement with a large grain of salt. Here. Oh god, what the hell? Let's do the lock. Fuck it, bro. The lock. Ooh. The lock. So let's see. The lock. Ooh. It's terrible. The lock against Victor. Victor cares about nothing, dude. Victor, this shit is awful. It's useless. It's greater. What are you gonna try to get Victor on here? This is terrible. I had a whole joke. I had a whole gag planned about this, but I think I've forgotten it, and now I'm going to start harming people. No. Go back. Be yellow. All right. So basically, Victor. Oh, you cannot guilt trick Victor. You can't do anything to Victor. This stand is the most useless stand you could possibly use against Victor. Oh my god, it's terrible. Oh no, I had a whole joke planned, dude. I had a whole gag. I forgot it. I'm so terrible. I'm terrible. I had a whole gag planned for the lock, and it's going to be hilarious. I see King Crimson. Actually, King Crimson's hard. Actually, King Crimson isn't hard at all. King Crimson, okay. Unless Victor predicts King Crimson can get the drop on Victor. If Victor is able to learn anything about King Crimson, and we know that Diavolo is a bit of a show sport, he might fuck up. I could see Diavolo possibly losing. It's very unlikely. This is nasty. This stand could beat King Crimson, and we're all like, it's C, it's F tier. It's it's garbage tier. We did a Charon tier just full of the worst possible stands. It's all right. Let's this is a dumb joke. It's very unlikely to happen, but it can happen. Is the thing I'm trying to say. In fact, so I should move Tusk down here, actually. Oh, that's kind of dumb. I'll put it at the bottom of Swamps because Victor can beat Diavolo, but he can't beat King Crimson. However, we are considering users here. So Diavolo makes a fuck up, accidentally does something stupid. He can lose. He has a small chance of losing. That's so incredibly small, I'm willing to say that it's impossible. It's just not going to happen. It doesn't happen. Autumn, Atum. I think at some point we've discussed that Atum was really good against Victor. Possibly. Let's see. Well, it can... Ooh, well, I would require Victor figuring out the shadow trick. Where is Atum? I'm willing to put this in 50-50. That just makes sense. Victor could easily be caught off guard, and he could be very much... It would take a very, very long time, but Victor could be reverted back to a state from the past, where he's weaker. That could give Atum the advantage. He has a gun. He has an axe. He's equipped. Unless he's a bastard, but he has a chance of defeating Victor, in my personal opinion. It might be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. I think at some point, someone or a few people were like, yeah, Atum has a chance. Wait, no, am I stupid? This isn't Atum, is it? No, this isn't Atum. I'm fucking retarded. Yo, guys, I'm stupid. Actually, no, it might be Atum. E. No, wait, isn't Atum Gamer Derby's stand? Alright, so if anyone could beat, if anyone can beat Notorious B.I.G., it's absolutely Victor. I'll put this in regular notes here because it's not like entirely useless. Like you can this stand can go again. This stand could fight Victor. Unlike these two don't even get to fight Victor. Now, how badly does it lose? More than Black Sabbath, less than Mikitaka. This is the Oingo Boingo, right? We'll keep lowering the list. Magician's Red. Oh crap! I don't want to do Magician's Red yet. Magician's Red is complicated. I had a whole theory about this. Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers' ability is extremely, very, very, very good. It can evade, it can trap, it can do a lot of things. It can beat Victor. More likely than not, I see it winning. It has more tricks and traps. Actually, I should probably move Love Train to the top of very likely. That makes sense. More tricks and traps than Golden Experience theoretically, because as much, if not more. It's kind of good. Let's put this one. Let's just get all the easy ones out of the way, if at all possible. We'll have to talk about. We'll have to talk about them. Victor doesn't eat. So even if the stand could do anything harmful to its target, which it can't, Victor doesn't eat. He can't consume the food. So it's I'm considering putting the lock tier. No, it really is like the lock. You can't harm Victor emotionally, and you can't make him eat. You can lead Victor to food, but you cannot make him eat. This is terrible. Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond, I'm pretty sure in part 4 they said he was almost faster than part 4. Part 4, oh God, how Star Platinum, part 4 Star Platinum. God, I'm choking, dude. Part 4 Star Platinum. It's even more quick and fast. Granted, Jotaro's out of practice, and we're not, minus time stop. It's supposedly faster and more precise. I'm willing to put it up in Swamps, which is where I'm going to put Star Platinum, because Star Platinum is quick as hell. Ooh, this is actually really hard. Star Platinum, let's move it up. Then we'll talk about Purple Haze. Purple Haze is an interesting case. Ooh, actually, Whitesnake. Whitesnake steals stands abilities. If Whitesnake can... this basically just is a battle of who can hit first. Whitesnake hits Victor first. He can theoretically take Charon. Victor grabs him first. He kind of just dies. So it's a 50-50, obviously. Cat. Stray cat. Projectile. And a powerful that. I'll put it up. We're moving. We're going fast, if at all possible. My lollygagging is going to keep me up until 2, and this video is going to be 8 years long. I'll put it in... well, it's a cat. It wins more than Shigechi wins, but I don't know if it wins. I think it wins more than Echoes. Let's see, I don't know what the hell that is. This is all... I think I might just say Magician's Red for last, because Magician's Red is... I'll tell you what, Magician's Red is going in the question mark tier, and I'll tell you why later. Because, let's see. This dude, Sea Moon, is the gravity guy. I actually don't know the extent of Sea Moon's abilities. I know it can just make people inside out, though. So I'm going to guesstimate and say that it can do gravity shenanigans. I've seen the scene where it just kind of like grabs onto something and flies up, like into the rocket or whatever. Something like that. I can assume that it's pretty powerful. I'm going to say more likely than not it wins. I'm going to put him at bottom. I say it belongs in this tier more likely than not, but we can't be sure. Let's grab Made in Heaven while we're at it, and if we can find it. Yellow Temper. Oh, the Fool. The Fool has a good chance, not going to lie. This actually depends. If the Fool is in the desert, the Fool can win. If he isn't in the desert, he's using either his own stand. If there isn't a whole lot of sand nearby. If there isn't a whole lot of sand nearby, he has to use his own stand. And theoretically, if he's using his own stand to attack Victor, the stand to the sand, Victor could use that, touch the stand. This would also require Iggy to know that he shouldn't let Victor touch him. And Iggy's a bastard. He's gonna fall. He'll fall for that. I'll give it very likely loses. Just because it's also a defensive kind of stand. Defensive stands just don't work. Cinderella. You're not gonna give Victor a makeover. Just that you can't use the stand against Victor. You'll die immediately. Is this the gamer stand? Oh god. Cheap Trick. Let's see. Cheap Trick. I'm actually seriously gonna put Cheap Trick really high up, because Cheap Trick basically becomes your substand. So if you kill it, it supposedly kills you. Victor has his own soul. So if Cheap Trick binds itself to this, what's it supposed to do? What's Victor gonna do? Just gonna let it vibe? Ooh, but on the other hand, this is a confusing. I don't know. It's confusing. It's kind of hard. Cheap Trick's kind of hard. It either wins or it can't be used, and I can't tell. So I'm willing to put it in the cut because there's no back. There's no back for it to grab onto. There's nothing to do when Victor faces his back towards someone. Is it just gonna like destroy his skull? What's the protocol here with Cheap Trick? We need to know more about Cheap Trick, and we simply can't. Green Day. I'm also thinking about this one. I think it goes in question mark. Because would Green Day affect Victor? Because he's kind of undead. Would it melt away his skull if he, happened to go downwards? That is the question. I recognize this is a Part 8 stand. I don't know anything about Part 8. Oh, Christ. Let's see. Cream. I'm actually going to have to... Cream's kind of nasty. Cream kind of wins. I think Cream just makes a mincemeat out of Victor. Not as much as the world. Not even that close. Just ball of death. You can't touch the ball of death, nor is it a stand. I'm pretty sure it's just a void. It's just like the void. You can't touch that. You fall out of the world like in Minecraft. I'm pretty sure. Saying that it just kind of wins, I'm going to put it in swamps because it can be defeated. It definitely can be defeated. Definitely not as much as King Crimson. This is probably the most whack tier list of all time, and a reminder that it's now 12, and I'm losing slowly. It's almost 12 o'clock. It's 11:47. Ooh, let's see. We'll go Sex Pistols because we know all about Sex Pistols. Sex Pistols is a 50-50 chance. We've had to talk about this. Victor only has to get 2 out of the Sex Pistols, and he pretty much just he can defeat Mista. However, Mista shoots bullets, so it's a real contender. It's a real contender for a fair fight, like Whole Horse. Which one has a better chance? Sex Pistols has a better chance, but I don't think it goes as toe to toe as Heart does. Heart just makes it like a real stalemate. Kiss, I know what Kiss does. Kiss places a sticker, which doubles the thing it's placed on. Then, when the sticker's removed, the duplicate and the original slam together, they combine, they make into one. They become one thing, and that does a lot of damage, supposedly. Let's see. So, assuming I'm correct... Oh, Christ, where did it go? My screen isn't large enough for this. I need big monitor. I'm glad this is running so well so far. This is recording. It's going well. Ooh. This is hard. I think this one can go into you can't use that on Victor. It just doesn't work. Now, here's Kiss. Kiss goes because Kiss requires a prolonged action. You gotta place the sticker, then you must remove it, and then I say it's a reverse swamp. Granted, I might be wrong. Take that very much. And face doesn't matter at all. He can see your soul. So if he's seen your soul before, he knows it's you. He pretty much just no. This one is useless. You can't use it against him. However, it isn't as abhorrently useless as these stands are. Like you can't make a wound and then control him like a meat puppet because he's a skull. You can't give him a makeover. He can't eat, and you cannot guilt trip him in any fashion. You're not going to be able to use the lock. Christ, Red Hot Chili Pepper. Well, I might put this one in 50-50 just because it's hard to decide. Can't exactly, like, can't really, like, Victor can control electricity. He can, or, using his soul energy, he can make it into electricity. So, Red Hot Chili Peppers doesn't exactly fare that. I say Red Hot Chili Peppers has the disadvantage. Not like a 50-50. More likely than not, it loses. It doesn't have, but it can win. It has a chance of. No. Red Hot Chili Peppers is powerful. It's fast as well. But the doc says his speed is B. And control electricity. He's got an ability. He only needs to touch Red Hot Chili Peppers a little. Red Hot Chili Pepper. And we know the user of Red Hot Chili Pepper. He's an asshole. He's a show off. He wants to be as dramatic, wacky, and weird as possible because he can. I'm gonna assume that this is the book, which is, the book. The book. This actually, we might have to put this one just in question mark because we don't know what it would do. What would the book do? It depends on the situation. It depends on you can't role play a battle with this at all, even. So this just goes in here just because you can't exactly do anything with it. You get the Bennett. Oh, Little Feet is useless because it can't make a scratch with its finger to trigger its ability because it's skull. Theoretically, if it did a really, really good poke, it could poke Victor, but I don't remember Little Feet being fast. I don't know. I say very likely to lose. I don't imagine reverse swamp. Just because we don't know that much. We don't know how it would fare. More likely than not, it is, because it has to touch him. It has to get close. More likely than not, it just kind of loses. Now, however, we have discussed, I believe this is a Tum or something. One of these is a Tum. This is all a Tum. Purple Haze. We don't know. We don't know Purple Haze. Purple Haze either is useless or it just, it deletes Victor like it deletes everyone else. Cock and ball torture virus. So, we don't know because we don't can Purple Haze. It's a stand ability, but at the same time it's a virus. And Victor is undead, kind of. He's kind of undead. Ooh, Craftwork. Craftwork has a disadvantage, but it has ranged potential and is quite powerful, useful. Still at a disadvantage, but could defeat Victor if given the chance. Turtle. This no. It's just like I'm just going regular no. So let's see. Hair. Let's see. I'm just gonna. I don't think there's a point of contention. Hair. Your stand is hair. This one just goes in no. I think just because it's like you can't do anything about that. You can't do anything with that. You can chuck things at them, but that's not gonna help you. You have hair. Your stand is hair. Oh, you don't win those. You don't win those. You die. Oh, there's Silver Chariot. Oh, Silver Chariot Requiem. Oh, that's actually really whack. Silver Chariot Requiem might actually just like go in question mark because Victor isn't one soul. He's many. He's all those souls. Oh God, let's just ooh the Thankful Dead. Thankful Dead. This is Victor's immortal. He can live forever if no one kills him, which Scrungo runs him, so he can't be killed. So Victor's just immortal in canon. He's God. He's just God status. This is worse. This is terrible. The Thankful Dead has no redeeming features that could help it defeat Victor whatsoever. Christ. Silver Chariot. I might be all wrong about this, but we'll see. We'll see. This is just from what I know. Where's Silver Chariot? You. Come here. Oh, is that the rope? That's the rope guy. I know the rope guy. Stan just makes him rope. That's just gonna go no. That's the rope guy. And he can turn his limbs into rope. He can make his body rope. I'm pretty sure his name is Tim, and he can slide down things by becoming rope. Weird and wacky. Silver Chariot. It's pokey. It's eh. Oh crap! What have I done? Oh no! What the fuck? Oh, I don't think I've fucked everything up. Oh, what have I done? Please, oh God, have mercy on my soul. I don't deserve whatever hell awaits me here. Oh no! Did I waste my time? Oh, I don't know. No. You have to be shitting my pants, dude. No. Stupid. What have I done? Oh, thank God it created another tab. I'm incredibly stupid. I think I'm retarded, guys. Oh God, I almost had a heart attack. It is almost 12. Give me a break, guys. Don't bully me, please. Silver Chariot stabs things really fast and really good. I think it kind of wins. How much does it win, though? That's the question. Less than Crazy Diamond because, punching is better than stabbing things with a rapier, especially when you're trying to stab bone. More likely to break a skull with fist. Let's see. If I actually not done Star Platinum, I may as well. So, is Star Platinum and Star Platinum in the world two different things? I'm gonna assume not. So we're gonna go. Basically, think of Crazy Diamond as Platinum, but without the time stop, and think of this as, think of this as like, with time stop, it wins. Actually, I think Jotaro is serious, and he's not also stupid. He's not cocky. He's not going to do anything idiotic, unlike Dio. Dio might lose if he gets he shouldn't lose, but he could. I'd hope he wouldn't lose. If he loses to Victor, then that's just bullshit. Like, Dio's fucking retarded, guys. He fucking, the power of the world is way stronger than you, idiot. Like, so Jotaro is more likely to win than Dio because he's not gonna waste time. He's going straight to skull crushing. Let's see. Oh, which one's that? That looks familiar. I don't know though. Hermit Purple. Actually useless. This just shuts. This is like you can't even do anything with Hamon. Victor's undead, but he isn't vampire undead, so I don't think Hamon affects him. Therefore, just kind of goes a no. He's denied. Hermit Purple does not beat Victor. Let me make this easier to understand. No, you have no, and then you have no. This no means you just can't use the ability against Victor. It doesn't work against Victor for whatever reason. because Victor's versatile and has a bunch of random abilities. Lock tier is for things that just you could attempt to use it against Victor. It won't do anything to him. It's useless. Question mark tier is for things that we don't know. We don't know. And could it beat him? Could it not? We'd have to ask either Araki or JoJo. I mean, oh god, I'm fucking dying, guys. I need to get water. My thing's empty. I need to fill it up with my jug. So we need to ask either Araki or Scrungo. What's up? What's the reasoning? Let's see here. Ooh, that looks familiar. Oh Christ. Let's see. This looks familiar, but I do not know what that is. This one. High Priestess. Controls metal. And can do stuff with metal. This is the only time in history where High Priestess is more powerful than Metallica. I give it a 50-50 because High Priestess can do shit. Just make metal, like the spikes, and like just shove it into his skull. Do whatever. The High Priestess can do whatever. High Priestess can do lots and lots of things. High Priestess is pretty versatile, except the user is kind of dumb. But if the user doesn't do dumb, High Priestess can win. So I give it 50-50. Metallica. He has no blood. There's no metal to like destroy him inside out with. Oh, even worse, if you had Metallica and you try it and say you could even use it, you can't use it because he'd touch it and you'd die. So this goes in locked here. Give me a second. We're gonna take a water break. If you are watching this video right now, do yourself a favor. Don't be like me. Go to sleep at reasonable hours and get water. This might go on forever, dude. Never-ending video pain. Oh my god. I don't think I'll even bother editing this. There's no point. This is gonna take forever to upload to YouTube as well. It's gonna suck. Oh well. Dying is for losers. So I must continue. Can't even. I don't have an account and I don't like it, so I'm not even gonna save it here. Gotta get this shit done today. Alright, we're back. Water break over. Get water. You will die in 5 seconds. Yellow Temperance. No. Terrible. You can't do any temperance. That's actually debatable. Yellow Temperance can't do any effective damage quick enough to not get touched by Charon in the event that it tries to make a direct attack. So it's not useless, and it isn't uselesser than useless. It's just it's at least an ability that he could fight back. So like, it's swamp. Let's see here. What is that? What is that? Oh, the hand. The hand. Oh, the hand. Let's see. The hand is good. Oh wait, the hand's kind of bad. All right, so let's do some assumption here. Let's assume the hand can chuck, he can pull the skull closer, remove it from the clothes, maybe. That's best case scenario. Okuyasu can't beat Victor. Stupid. Very likely to lose. Despite the powerful ability, it isn't Cream. And we all know Cream wins. Cream wins because it's invincible. It can't really be touched. theoretically, it shouldn't be able to be touched. However, to know that for sure, we would have to ask Iraqi. That's besides the point, though. The hand loses. That's just how it is. So let's see. Highway Star. Kinda useless. Like in all honesty. Nah, this isn't even like good. You'd have to touch him. He doesn't have nutrients to take. Even he's a skull. God damn. Now, I hope this makes you realize Victor and Charon are very powerful, because honestly, Charon isn't what makes Charon so powerful. It's Victor. Victor and Charon together shut down so many stands. Let's see. Heaven's Door. Heaven's Door. Heaven's Door is busted. However, this is Rohan we're talking about. It's very likely to win. I'd say even more so than Love Train. You know, assuming I know its ability correctly. I think I do. Heaven's Door, very likely to win. However, it's closer to 50. It's closer to more likely. Actually, so I'll put it at the bottom. Because if Victor touches Heaven's Door before Heaven's Door, uses its... Okay, if Heaven's Door is touched by Charon before Heaven's Door can touch Victor's skull to activate its ability, it's got to touch the face, I think. It's got to touch the body in some sort. Even if it could touch a limb, it only has... It can... The skull is the only place where it can be where Victor can be touched. Anyways, it doesn't matter. He wins because Heaven's Door's nasty. Theoretically, he wins. There's a chance that Victor could touch him after he's done the book, but that usually after the book happens, they just kind of lose. They fall over and they're like, oh no, the book. He used the Heaven's Doors on me. Now I am book. So I guess I die. So I guess I just sit down and do nothing and wait for Oi Josuke to come save me. So we don't know for sure, but more likely than not, I think it wins. Theoretically. Let's see. Oh god, I wish I knew what all these stands were, so I Alright, so we have Talking Head. This is worthless. You can't do anything with this. Not in a 1v1 scenario, and even then it has no combat potential. It can't fight. It's locked here. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is a Tom. Maybe they put both the Darby brothers' abilities into one slot for whatever reason. Oh, yeah. Scary Monsters. We don't... I'm going to put this in I don't fucking know tier because I don't know if Scary Monsters could infect a Victor, an undead skull. This is gamer. This is gamer Darby. So we've discussed this before. I'm pretty sure this is Tum, which is gamer Darby, which is a powerful ability because it can read like Victor, but besides just like knowing, oh, I know that soul looks familiar, it can look and it can say, oh, it could just ask him something like in the middle of a battle, like, are you Mr. Gay? Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Could ask him anything and he'll get a yes or no answer. He has the advantage. And if I remember, Atum is a physically powerful stand as well. It's just he has a good chance. I just like the thought of something like that. This is dumb. Oh, this is good. Christ, I don't know what I'm looking at this point. What the hell? I feel... Oh, Chariot Requiem. Ooh. Oh, no. Chariot Requiem. Chariot Requiem would just... Theoretically... All right, let's do some theoretical math here. Not math at all. It's just theoretical theory. It's a theory. Chariot Requiem, swaps souls around. Victor contains a fuck ton of souls. So I don't know what that would do to him, but it'd probably fuck him up. It'd probably just fuck him up royally. It'd make him fucking. It'd do something. It would mess with the souls. And look, we don't even know what Chariot Requiem does, but it messes with souls. So assumedly, it would do something to the souls inside of Victor. It should cause some chaos. That, and I don't think Victor could beat Chariot Requiem. Not the Chariot Requiem we know in Part 5, because it also isn't bound to a user. So that makes it all the more harder. I don't think he could get... Plus, I don't know, Chariot Requiem wouldn't let him touch him. Wouldn't let him get close to the arrow. He'd have to figure out the little sun trick, which would require him to destroy his soul. And that is an even more interesting prospect. What happens... he's full of souls. He punches the sun behind him, and that's his soul. So he's just destroyed his soul. So what does that do? It could do anything. But either way, I don't think he beats Cherry Requiem. That's because Cherry Requiem's kind of nasty, and that's why we put him in bruh tier. Oh, this fucker. The angry one. White Album. Well, it has ice. Gently weeps, and you got ice. I say, he has a disadvantage, but he has a chance. I think if he does some tricky shit with the ice, he could do something. It also depends on the scenario. Soft and wet. I believe I know what soft and wet does. Soft and wet, it does the bubble. The bubble takes away a thing, a trait from the thing it hits. I think it can also do to people and objects. It's also a ranged ability. This is quite powerful, but it doesn't do damage. It doesn't really do physical damage. So, I think it just has the disadvantage. Soft and wet has a disadvantage. Actually, I don't know. If soft and wet is fast, I'll actually give it the advantage. If it's fast and it's powerful, like Star Platinum or anything like that, or like Golden Experience, it has an advantage, but it can't do... theoretically, it could do a bunch of stuff. I'll bump it up. Very likely to win, just because it can do a lot of different weird and wacky things. Granted, I don't know. I haven't read Part 8. I don't know. So what is this? I have many questions. Is this the green baby? What is this supposed to be? This is cursed. I don't know. No, wait, that's Ballbreaker. That's definitely Ballbreaker. I had to look at it really close, but that's Ballbreaker. Oh my god, this is whack. Moody Blues. That doesn't really do anything. It's a weak punch ghost with an ability that is not suited for any combat. It gets the swamp. No. Well, the ability isn't useless against Victor. It can be used against Victor. So it doesn't like any of these guys. It just belongs in swamp. I'm so confused, dude. What am I looking at? This is Golden Experience Requiem. Let's just get it out of the way. Golden Experience Requiem is kind of nasty and undefeatable. Probably one of the most powerful things in fiction, because I don't think it can be beaten by anything. So, brought here. This stand looks familiar, but I really just don't. What is this? This is just paper airplanes. Oh, wait a minute. Purple haze. Hold up. This is Purple Haze feedback, isn't it? No, that doesn't matter. Purple Haze feedback is stronger, but because we still know. So Purple Haze goes behind Purple Haze feedback because theoretically Purple Haze feedback is strong. I don't know anything about Purple Haze feedback though. So, is this the other Darby Brothers stand? I don't know. This is confusing. What is this? I'm so confused, dude. What is this? Beach Boy Requiem or some shit? Oh my Christ, dude. Oh, this is one I recognize. What's its name? We'll skip that one because I don't know its name. I don't want to embarrass myself. Stone Free makes string. Now, if that string is string or if it's part of the stand, that changes this. Because you can do tricky things with string. You can trap, and it doesn't matter. I say definitely has a big disadvantage. I know it's fast, I know it's strong, but it doesn't have an ability to back that up. It can't do anything tricky. Now see, you can't brute force Victor. You have to trick it, which actually it kind of makes them smartly designed. You have to do something real tricky. If your stand is bland, it just punches. It has a dumb ability. It isn't a useful ability. You can't really win. You have to be tricky, or you have to have an ability that just counters Victor. Otherwise, you end up like all these idiots with abilities that just. You're either lucky and you have an ability that's tricky and you can use it. It's it's usable and good, or you have an ability that can't just countered by Victor. Victor's a character. His abilities as a character just kind of make him really just annoying to fight. Boulder. Don't fuck with the boulder because it fucks with fate. Therefore, I'm gonna put this in Bro tier because it's kind of overpowered. Theoretically, he could punch. He could touch the boulder, and that would affect fate. And no matter it's like the book, but way more better. Just better. Theoretically, you can't do anything to the boulder. Boulder is kind of slept on. I'm not gonna lie. Victor, he could touch the boulder, and that would affect fate. It'd fuck up the boulder. It could do something. You can't. You can beat the boulder. The boulder can be beaten. You can destroy it, but at what cost? You can't win. Therefore, I'm actually not gonna move it. I'm actually gonna move it. I'm gonna move it from overpowered to let's add this and oh Christ. Then we move heart and boulder. Boom. There we go. Stands. These two stands, they theoretically can put Victor into a deadlock. That's a little bit of a win condition, I say. But still, it's a draw. No one wins. No one loses. They gotta sit there theoretically. So Adam Hartfather puts it into a draw. They're stuck and they sit there. This boulder, you kill the boulder, you probably die as well. I forgot who in part 5. Someone punched the boulder and it ended up killing them and 2 other people because they punched the boulder for some reason. Also, if the boulder has your face on it, you can't touch it. So, let's bump that up. And let's move this back down. More than likely, so let's say if the boulder has Victor's face, he can't touch it. He can't touch it to even kill it. It will kill him. it probably won't even kill them both. It'll probably just kill him, and then it'll get a new face on it and, new victim. If it doesn't have his face, what's the reason to attack it at that point? There's no reason for them to confront unless. So let's assume there is a reason for them. So, he's fighting the boulder. It doesn't have his face. He fucks up the boulder. He kills it. I can't imagine that wouldn't fuck with the boulder enough to not cause fate to go shenanigan. If that makes any sense. So I'm willing to give the boulder Rolling Stone the benefit of the doubt. I say that is its final placement. Ball breaker. What does ball breaker do? I think I knew what it did at some point, but now I've forgotten. Oh, boy to man. Useless fucking child. Terrible. God awful stand. I'll put it here. It belongs here the most. Just in you're gonna try to rock paper scissors fucking Victor. You're gonna get your fucking it's ironic because the rock paper scissors stand, it steals a part of your stand, which is your soul. No you. It's just boy to man exists. Victor, no you steals his fucking soul. That's ironic. I love it. God damn. What am I looking at? Why do I not recognize anything? What are these stands? This is whack. Is the only one left here. Oh, we have Killer Queen. Of this looks familiar. Not sure though. Killer Queen and Bites the Dust. Ooh, Killer Queen. This is a 5th. Ooh, actually, Killer Queen's at a disadvantage because it has to touch Victor. It can't touch Charon, and it has to touch the skull. That puts it at a big disadvantage because Victor just has to touch Killer Queen or Kira. Touches anything, Kira kind of dies. However, Bites the Dust is kind of nasty. It's very powerful. Let's see here. Where did it go? Bites the Dust. Bites the Dust is easy to trigger. It's easy to activate. Just say, haha, my name is Yoshikage Kira, and Bites the Dust, and you're on Disney Channel, Disney XD. Let's just do this. Let's organize this a little. Let's make this there. Fixed. So, it's really easy for Bites the Dust to just kind of make him dead. So can we are we done? Because can we, if we talk about Magician's Red? Yeah. I found one that I recognize. Ice Bird. Oh, Ice Bird. Oh, okay. So where did I put this motherfucker? Oh, this motherfucker. He has an advantage in my opinion because he can just he can actually. I'll put him above Gacho only because Victor can melt ice easily with fire or heat or anything. So unless you have a lot of ice, I say he actually has the best chance out of everyone in this tier. To be honest, he's a powerhouse. Pet Shop's a powerhouse. Has a decent chance, but is at a disadvantage. This one looks familiar, but that's a Remote Romance. I don't know its ability. Oh, is this Yo Mama or something? Oh Christ, Tower. Christ, was this one Gray Fly? Oh God, we still have a lot of stands. I just need to sift. We have Spice Girl. Spice Girl. This one's easier to rank than Tower. Well, actually, Tower loses. because it's a part of the soul. And I don't think it reflects damage that isn't physical. If it doesn't reflect non-physical damage, which I'm willing to believe it doesn't, Victor kind of wins. And then the user dies and the tower falls over and whatnot. Spice Girl, kind of good punch ghost, but at a disadvantage because its ability is not all that worthwhile. Let's move Killer Queen up here because Killer Queen's powerful. Right behind Pet Shop, whatever his stand is called. So Yo-Yo Ma. I remember that Yo-Yo Ma is kind of overpowered, but I don't remember its ability, so I'll leave it here because I believe its ability is dumb, but it either beats Victor or Victor beats it, and that's how it works here. Because it is a soul, it's a stand, so it could theoretically, it doesn't matter. I need to know more before I can judge the rest of this Oh, what's this? This stand looks familiar. Oh, is this Man in the Mirror? Man in the Mirror. Oh, Christ, there's a bunch of Part 5 stands that I missed. I say. Oh, God, the name is on the tip of my tongue, but I do not remember it. This stand's really good, though. It immobilizes, and, it's a good keep-away stand as well. But it doesn't have a way to really hit Victor. So I say very likely to lose. Let's actually move this Stone Freeze. Punch Ghost. Ooh, actually, I think we should swap. Spice Girl can go down to Stone Freeze because Stone Free. Christ. This tier list is time consuming and hard. Pain. So this one looks familiar as well. So let's see. I was looking at another Part 5 looking one. Man in the Mirror. Where's Man in the Mirror? Oh, I think this is the Wish one. It sucks. It's a joke. Victor is what's it called? Christ, I'm dying. Oh, this is well, what's it called? Doesn't matter. Victor, Victor would know it's a stand, and if it's a stand, he might do the wishes just because he can. But once he realizes that it's an enemy stand, he can quickly dispatch it. Very quickly dispatch it, and it's not much of a threat. So I'll put it in no, because no is the opposite of bruh. As in, bruh stands, they don't give it. There is no chance of Victor beating a bruh stand, and there's no chance of a no stand beating Victor. This makes no goddamn sense. I'm bad. This is terrible. I'm gonna be here forever, bro. Oh, where's Man in the Mirror? Man in the Mirror. Man in the Mirror. Man in the Mirror. Okay, so okay. Man, Purple Haze only beat Man in the Mirror because of its large area of effect ability. I don't think Man in the Mirror swamps Victor, but he has a really good chance because he separates. If you have a way to separate Victor from his stand, your odds, the odds are in your favor. You have a chance. You have a very good chance. This is just a powerful ability in general. And then Victor could defeat Man in the Mirror, but it depends on the situation. And that's how it is. That's how it is sometimes. So let's see. There are other Part 5 stands here, right? That one looks familiar. Don't know what it is. That one looks familiar too, but I don't know it. I could be missing stands here and just like being stupid. Oh, this is gonna be an embarrassment. Okay, Tower of Grey. Tower of Grey. Kind of. It doesn't have a punch. If you can't punch or shoot or anything like that, you really can't take on Victor unless you have some sort of tricky ability, like you can grow a tree into his skull and shatter it into pieces. Made in Heaven. Oh, there's Made in Heaven. I've been looking for it. Made in Heaven. I hate how Victor could theoretically beat Made in Heaven if he just touched it. Touch Made in Heaven. Then again, that would probably irreparably destroy space and time, or the time, probably just time, maybe not space. Probably destroy the timeline or something weird and wacky. Theoretically, I don't even know if I can put it in bro tier, to be honest. Made in Heaven's really fast, and all it has to do is not get touched, and it can reset the timeline, which is a win condition. Therefore, yeah, close enough. I don't want to think about that too hard. It'd be dumb. And my God, what stand is this? I wish this was in order. This is a terrible, terrible tier list. Oh no, this looks familiar. Everything looks familiar, but also so foreign at the same time. And at this point, I don't know what I'm looking at. Christ, we're gonna have to get to Magician's Red eventually, and I don't even know if I have the energy left to explain my reasoning with what I'm gonna do with Magician's Red, because it's extremely. This stand looks so familiar. We got all the main stands. It's fine. Let's take a quick look. Make sure we're not forgetting any other stands. God damn. All right. Let's see. That one looks familiar. Christ. All right. It might be Magician's Red time. The moment that I have been waiting for. What the hell is this stand? Confuses me. This is some weird and wacky shit. What's this? Is this the Gucci bag? Is that what this is? This is the Gucci bag? It doesn't matter. I don't think it's the Gucci bag, so I guess I'm not gonna put it anywhere. Christ. Alright. Is this supposed to be Darby's stand right here? Cards? No, there's a phone there. That can't be right. Christ. I'm about to fucking. I tried my hardest, guys, but this stand. Enigma is fucking useless against Victor. He doesn't fear shit. This is just just terrible. You can't use Enigma because he's a skull. He doesn't fear anything. He doesn't fear God. He's not a God-fearing member of the United States of America. He's not a God-fearing citizen. He's fucking. He just is. Victor just fucking is. That's the most accurate fucking description I can give you. He just is. Is just the word. I is. He just is. That's what Victor is. Victor is. This makes no goddamn sense. I'm going mad. I can't even get angry at Scrungo for doing this to me because I did this to myself. And it isn't even his stand that's doing this to me. It's all the other stands. No, it is his stand because it's whack and interacts, and it's confusing with the way it interacts with. It doesn't work with canon stands, but you could. It's gonna like with like in a role play scenario, like is your stand like this or is it like this? How does it work? And I'm like, oh, it's like this. Well then, okay, then you die because Victor. You can't hit Victor. Victor's a skull. Can't hit him, so you die. You're cringe. That's Scrungo when he sees anyone. Cringe. That's Victor when he sees an innocent human being. Cringe, and then they die. That's how it is. Welcome to this cruel, unforgiving world. What is... Oh, is this like a person disease? Why is this on the tier list? What is this? Don't know what I'm looking at. But I've looked very hard. Can't find a stand. It's Magician's Red time. We've tried. Alright, it's Magician's Red. So, there are many questions here. Magician's Red controls fire. But the question is why I'm putting it in here. Is it stand fire? Or is it fire that he controls? Does he produce fire? Obviously, he produces fire. So the thing is, I've tried to reason this with every evidence to try to discern whether this is stand fire or fire. Okay, so, he has the heat-seeking tracker. That's all. Like, it points towards the nearest person, which is whack because it doesn't point to any of the Stardust Crusaders. It points in the direction of the enemy when, if it was an actual fire, you think it would point the opposite direction due to there being less air because the enemy is breathing it, and therefore the carbon replaces the air more, which would mean it faces the opposite direction of the enemy, which would make more sense if it was actual fire, which makes it seem like it's actually stand fire. If it's stand fire, he stands no chance. If it isn't stand fire, he could theoretically beat Victor. It would be close, though. He'd have to throw a powerful fireball, and it'd have to hit the skull directly. And even then, would that shatter the skull? I mean, probably, but that wouldn't make sense because it's not like blunt force. It's just like he'd have to use the power of a fire explosion or whatever to slam Victor's skull into a nearby wall or surface to break it, which is a tough task, but Avdol's fucking smart. I wouldn't put it past him to try something like that, but then dude, I threw a spear at Victor and he just said no. So what are you supposed to do? They could try to do this to beat Victor, but if Victor outsmarts their outsmarting, then everyone may as well just go a no tier. You don't get a chance, except for all like these guys. So it's like a chance. I'm saying that these guys have the chance of beating Victor. These guys have the least best chance of beating Victor, and these guys, I don't even know what the fuck to do with these guys. These guys are weird and wacky, and I don't understand how they would interact. I'd have to ask Araki and Scrungo. I'd have to get them both in a voice call into a session, and that's not happening. What is this? Is this like the Devil's Palm or something? I don't know what I'm looking at. What is this? What is this? What's this? What the hell am I looking at? I know what this is. I think this is one's Mandem. I'm pretty sure this one's called Mandem. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. At some point, you just have to ask, how much are you willing to put up with to say, oh yeah, Scrungo's stand definitely isn't C tier. and the answer is how long am I willing to stay awake? And the answer is a very long time, because I do not take care of myself. I don't fucking sleep. God, just if you can take anything away from this video, please take this advice. Sleep, self-care. This is just it's like if this doesn't like prove that Victor's power. The only reason Victor is so powerful is because Victor, the character, and the stand Charon together both nullify so many kinds of stands. It like just nullifies so many stands. Like you can't do anything. Victor's all like, oh, I only let those worthy beat me. It's they have to earn the win. Well, they don't just have to earn the win. They have to have a stand that can even make an attempt to harm Victor without committing fucking Sudoku. Like Charon and Victor would be so much cooler if Victor the character wasn't so powerful himself. If he didn't have an infinite supply of souls, if he wasn't immortal and like not like immortal, but he lives for such a long time, and he like wasn't like I guess he could be a skull, because that's cool. I don't know. It gives him a really like, it's not an easy weak point to hit, but it's a weak point, very obvious one, I guess. But like, it just feels like, did you really need to do all this, dude? Your stand it's all right. It's a fine stand. It exists. It can kill people. Whoa, whoopee, deadly force on innocent individuals. And then you gotta top it all off with whatever random shenanigery you could come up with. And now look at this. Like most of this roster stands that are completely countered by Victor and Charon. Yeah, stands that have they stand a little bit of a chance. Stands that counter Victor completely, and stands that are OP. You can't beat Victor unless you are extremely smart, and to like even do this, you'd have to have meta knowledge. You'd have to meta game at least a little to beat Victor. Then at least like a little, like then you'd have to have a good one that can fight Victor, and then you have to outsmart his outsmarting, and I guess if he decides you're worthy, you get to win. Look at that. And if you're not worthy, you die. Congratulations. You lose. Look at all the little slip gates you got to go through. Look at every checkpoints you have to have. You have to have a stand that isn't like 100% countered by Victor. You have to have a at the very least. You have to be smart. You have to be intelligent, and then you have to just outsmart his outsmarting, and even then you might not win. Like at this point, it's not even like an issue that the stands like overpowered. It's just that it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fair. It's not as cool. It's not as interesting as it could be. This isn't a hate video, and this isn't like trying to like be an asshole. I was like, it's just like it could have been better. It's just expressing my feelings. It's like, also don't take this video seriously at all. It's the ramblings of a madman. Here, let's look at the whole list. Normal view. At it and make sure to tell me exactly how fucking retarded I am. Oh Christ, this is just close this. I don't need this. Like it's just like come on. Victor and Charlotte could have been better. They could have been more interesting, more fun, less painful to fight. Well, problem it's why would you die? 9 times out of 10, I'm not in particular shit. I'm just saying, my hair could have been better. I think be improved. Have a lot of room to improve as a stinger. When there's and woman's or something, I don't know. I've been recording for nearly 2 hours.